Good afternoon, Professor. Myself, Sai Karthik. So welcome to Security and Compliance Lab 3. So in this lab, we are going to see some of the Azure policies and their benefits. So in this lab, the requirement is to build an Azure policy and assign that specific policies to the resource groups. So here, the restrictions should be so. So when you see go through the scenario here, so here the developers are deploying resources across globe, exposing the IPs and skipping like they're creating resources without like selecting the tags. So here we have an objective where we need to create an Azure policy and enforce a policy where the region should be restricted only to Central Canada, and there should be a mandatory tagging like a project name, and no IP addresses should be exposed. Okay, so let's quickly go to the Azure portal. So as you see here, so this is the one of the policies which I created as per for the lab. So these are the three policies. The first one is this policy. It's is to create the resources only in Central Canada, and this one it denies the resources to expose the public IP addresses. And the next policy is to restrict resources which are created without the tag names. So as you see here, so this policy has been assigned to this specific location, to this specific subscription. And as you could see here, so when the resource is not equal to Central Canada, if an user is creating any resource, any cloud resources other than Central Canada, so this policy will be blocking that specific resource. So this is the effect of it, and you can see that in every policies. So here the public IP should be denied, and here when you see the tag project name should be there, or else deny it. So these are the actions. So what we have done is, like, once we have created these three policies, so we have then created an policy definition. So in that case, we have created a map will take secure foundation for an example, like a sample foundation. And we have clubbed all those policies into a single group. Okay, which is the initiative definition. And what we have done is, like, we have tagged this initiative definition to the resource. So we finally assigned those initiative definitions to this specific scope. So when you see here, this is my subscription and it goes to this resource group. So whatever resources which are created under this resource group must satisfy these three policies. If they are violating these three policies, like the user won't be able to create any resources specifically in this resource group, because this definition is being assigned only to specifically to this specific resource group. So let's quickly check. So here I try to create a virtual machine here. So see here, this is my subscription, and the resource group is like a sample resource group named dev resource group. And you give fill in all your details, your virtual machine name, region. So when you're in region, see here I have selected like East US2, which is not equal to Central Canada. So in this case, I shouldn't be able to create this specific virtual machine, because as per the policy, it will be blocking us. So next, when you go here, I just created some base image, selected some basic size. And the next thing, when you go to networking, so here I have created a public IP address, which I shouldn't do in this specific resource. And the next, when you go here, there is no tags. See, there is no, I'm selecting no tags because we created a policy where you have to select a tag with your project name. And when you go to review and create, so you will be blocked here. See, your validation failed. So let's quickly see the details. So these are the initiative definitions we created for MapleTech Secure Foundation. So if you have a policy violation here, see there is no tag. And there is this policy where you have created resources out of central Canada, and you are also trying to expose the public IP. So yeah, so this is pretty much the assignment about the Azure policies. Likewise, you can also create even more policies based on your requirements in your team, and you can make your team to function even more effective, and they can be very cautious while creating any resources and exposing the public IP address to the outside world. So in order to have a safe and secured environment, so using this Azure policies will be very helpful. And we also saw a live demo, like how to create Azure policies and how to create the policy definitions and how are you assigning it to the specific resource group. So this is pretty much about this assignment, and thank you so much.